box up here. And so then, the two things that should be streaming are YouTube. View channel. And here it says live testing stream. Okay, so that works. And description says something. That's perfect. Okay, so
in the past,
YouTube,
the problem that you've had with that is it not putting out the title in the description that you've been putting in?
yeah, I can't, like, my brain works in starts and stops.
Oh,
and
yeah, I know.
it's like trying to learn something new is not linear. And so I think probably I was making like errors, right, along the way. Yeah. I probably the stream wasn't working, then I stopped it, and I started it again or whatever. So, so now let me check. So YouTube is confirmed. That's good.
Now here's the thing about TikTok.
Twitch. Just let me confirm.
Maybe you don't have to rely on the agency.
Yeah.
Here's why. Let me just check my TikTok. So I have a TikTok because of the agency.
Mm-hmm.
I never really used TikTok, never really planned on it, but the agency was like pushing me to use it,
mm-hmm.
and I didn't have any followers on it, so they just like sent 1,000 to me.
Oh, huh.
So it has 1177 followers.
Okay,
with
so
that
this one is testing, just chatting, and the tags are here. No work test. Okay, so I can tag it. So Twitch works also. And so then on Twitch, currently the Twitch screens that I have set up, and so here are this is kind of my list of to-dos before I can go live, right? Like I have to have my Twitch page finished.
Is this your Twitch page?
Yeah, right here. Like this is like my equipment list. Let me get rid of this sidekick thing. I was trying to get speech to text to speech so that I can read text to me, because while I'm driving it's hard to read.
Oh, got you. Yeah, that's an interesting
idea. Should be easy, right? I don't know why it's been so hard to get it
let me
done.
Pull up a Word thing.
Let me just remove that for now. Remove this for now.
Okay, my TikTok, maybe you could take it.
I mean, I wouldn't worry about it right now. I'm just gonna try and build it and then.
Got you. Okay.
Yeah.
That way. And the real reason I was thinking that is because right now your TikTok, well, except for that one video, that video has like 22K views on it, so it's kind of like
I'm okay building it slowly, and I trust that once we develop a strategy that I'll get there. And I mean, it's all, I don't like I know you're starting a new gig and stuff, but I mean, we'll just get this going, and then it'll build. I mean, I'm making like a job for myself for the next several months, so it's kind of like I have time to build it,
to grow it,
and grow it. Yeah, it's not gonna be overnight. Yeah,
because I'm not even gonna use this TikTok at all. They just sent me all these followers because I was going into other people's live streams on TikTok and trying to pull them into the agency. So they wanted to make my TikTok look more legit. My profile. Yeah.
But you're only going to people who there's a set of criteria that you have to meet to bring the people in, right? They have to have 3,000 followers or more.
Kind of. So there's I guess there are multiple sets of criteria. So if I'm looking for people from TikTok, they have to be doing pretty well. They are doing pretty well, and we're trying to get them to not do it on their own, but
I think that's what I'm learning is I can't speed it up because I have to just go through the pain of figuring out what actually engages my audience. If I get given anything for free, then it's just kind of I just know that basically it ends up dying on me because I've had other social media stuff, before this. And
yeah. What's your do you want to put in your internet code again?
Yeah.
This is for the MacBook, but it has a shortened cord, so if it
unplugs... No, hold on a sec. If it's the MacBook, it might ask me.
Oh, it's something different?
No, just type in a TI.
No, capitals?
Yeah, all lowercase TI. BASIL. Number 1. And enter.
Excellent, thank you.
Yep. Okay, so this is working. That's good. So now, once I get TikTok, I'll add that. And then, so the strategy so far has been, I'm thinking this is the next level, right? Like, I'm gonna create a sponsorship proposal based on my plan to what I plan to do. So, so basically, like, I need to be able to provide for my sponsors the ability to, let me see.
To advertise?
To advertise, right. And then so okay, I'm just thinking this out loud. So the question I wanted to ask you was some of the data surrounding viewership, like how would a sponsor benefit from the number of viewers that I have, and what are how many numbers, like per 1,000 viewers per hour equals some sort of return for them.
Got you.
You know what I mean? Like right now, you have things like, if you're gonna go to a TikTok influencer and say, hey, look, if you post this number of hours, you're probably gonna get paid this much.
Yeah.
What is that stat? Do you have that currently?
Not on top of my head.
Okay, like in the in the
it's in my folders.
yeah.
So and it's kind of okay. So that's e-commerce.
I see.
From what it sounds like. So that's a different side. But I still had my hands in that pot too, because some of the people that I was looking forward to having live stream, they were not going to be good as live streamers. So it's like, I can kind of give you an example. So there's a young lady, this white girl in North Dakota, and I'm serious. Like I found her on, so I started because I'm finding live streamers. I purposely started joining, which you might want to do this too, on Facebook. Mm-hmm. There are special interest groups for TikTok live streamers. So there are tons of people in these Facebook groups. There are on one side, there's kind of three legs of it. In these groups, which will be good for you, are e-commerce people, like recruiters. Mm-hmm. So they're in the group looking for people to advertise products. Mm-hmm. They're looking for streamers or content creators. Mm-hmm. Then also in there are recruiters from agencies. That was me. Mm-hmm. I'm a recruiter in an agency, so I'm looking for content creators who have the potential to be like a great live streamer that can bring this agency a lot of revenue.
How does a streamer bring in agency revenue? Agency has sponsors that is trying to sell ads.
There's multiple parts of that too, layers of that too. So to answer that now, which the last piece of that are in that group are creators, the people that I'm looking for. So how does this creator that I as a recruiter in this group are looking for, how would they bring the agency money? Mm-hmm. Well, the ways are, one, e-commerce. Mm-hmm. So we have our e-commerce partners, mostly in China. Mm-hmm. And they're looking for creators who can advertise their products and get people to buy.
Straight up QVC type selling.
Pretty much.
I've seen those. Yeah.
They're either.
There's only 50 left.
Exactly. So they're exactly. So they're either live streaming doing that, and they're getting people to buy, or maybe like the girl in North Dakota. She's a cute little white girl from North Dakota. They say she. I found her and I thought she'd be great because of her following. Her following on TikTok, it was crazy. I can't remember the exact number, but it was insane. But they said that she doesn't have any live stream experience, so she's not going to be a good live streamer. But she can still, with her following, post because she already posts a lot of beauty products herself anyway. Right. Like she's going to Walmart and reading it and stuff and testing it out and saying, doing little review videos, and she's not live streaming. And the reason why there's a difference is because with the live streaming, it's like an extra layer of work because it's like with the live streaming, you're constantly having to engage with the audience that's coming in. Yeah. The hey John, so you're stopping what you're doing almost in a sense to interact with and then read the comments. Somebody saying something rude, and you have to get them out and all that kind of thing. Yeah. Then you go back to what you were doing. Yeah. Versus a person that's just posting their like if you were posting a review of a product that you just ordered, just unwrapping, posting the review, and then you post it and you're good to go, and you're not worried about like people coming into your comments or anything like that. So anyway, so that's that. So there's the e-commerce side where they're making money that way, and then if they're a live streamer, they're bringing revenue to the company by diamonds. So an agency will have multiple live streamers or content creators within the agency. They will. It was my job, part of my job, to literally sit there and I brought in this DJ. This guy from China. He's a DJ. He does like house music and all that kind of thing. And he would come in and go into one of our studio areas, and he would set up, and he would just start DJing and talking to the audience and engaging and everything.
The office even had studios for people to come in and stream live.
Yeah. So sometimes we had two things going on at once. So like the DJ would be in here, and there's ladies in the other room, and she's singing. So or there's a guy who would bring his equipment, just little equipment. And he would engineer, like he would make beats. He would have the viewers throw out words, and then he would rap. Like he would make a beat and rap to whatever words they throw out and everything. And he would say something like, if you give a certain type of gift, then put your email in the chat, and I'm gonna email you as a song, like you're a collaborator on the song or something like that to make them feel special. Yeah. Just little things like that.
So they would stream. They would come in and stream 4 to 8 hours a day.
4 hours. While I was there for a short time. I never got a full-time person. Okay. They never got a full-time person in Irvine either. But anyway, so this guy, the DJ, would come in for 4 hours, and at least for 2 hours, I would sit there and have to watch the entire live, which got annoying because he would play the same music over and over again sometimes.
Of course.
But so what I do is I'd sit there and support. So the agency would give me a certain amount of money to be able to spend to just gift, because what happens, it messes with the algorithm. If they see like 1 or 2 people gifting, then TikTok sends more people like, oh, what's going on in that live, and they start funneling people your way, and then more people start coming in from all over the world. Like for whatever reason, one day we was getting a lot of people from Russia. And they were requesting Russian artists to be played by this DJ, which was weird. Like, but he had no idea who these people, the artists were, and all that kind of thing. But anyway, they were gifting anyway. Yeah. So I was gifting a little bit, and then they would gift, and then like tap the screen. I guess that also boosts your numbers on. You know TikTok. So
a little bit.
With all that being said, what the purpose of all that was the more gifts, the more diamonds. And the more diamonds you have, there's a cash out. And on top of that, because the streamer is a part of the agency, I think TikTok gave like an extra 10 or 20% on top of whatever the cash out value was. So anytime there's a cash out, TikTok would add a value on top of that, a percentage on top of that.
Just to basically promote the idea of having agencies or using agencies.
Yeah, I never really understood, because I don't understand why TikTok can't just, I get it. TikTok wants agencies. There are a lot of them, by the way, to bring more people to TikTok's platform. From other platforms.
I see.
But I don't understand why TikTok, as big as it is, couldn't just do it itself. Like the job that we were doing. I'm not complaining. I had a job.
Get
paid by the hour for that. But yeah, it just never made sense to me why TikTok could do this. So but anyway, that's all.
So e-com, so it's basically e-com or diamonds, and that's related to either you're doing sales straight online or you're doing live streaming.
Yeah.
Oh look, thanks, baby Alex.
Oh, you live right now?
Yeah.
Oh crap! You giving him free game.
Yeah, you learn some. That's right. You come here to learn from Daddy. That's right.
Is that kind of like your thing?
Well, yeah. I mean, that's like. Well, I mean, I'm home. You know, at home they call me Dad, Daddy. You know, whatever.
Yeah, no.
So
I think that's funny. I think that's that's funny.
Yeah, because it's all about. You know, I have a photo business. That's how I make my money.
Yeah, I saw that when I pulled up your thing. Your address is like popped up with the.
Boy, that is dead. I mean, I'm basically number one in the Bay Area for any Google search. Like I pop up in the top 3 or 4, like in the maps.
Mm-hmm.
So and so for the most part, like if there's gonna be photography in the Bay Area that needs someone of my caliber, I have that. It's out there. But just looking at the number of jobs that we had over the last few years is just
everything's declining.
Half
in the Bay Area.
Half. So it's like now and then I was working, full time, and then when it got bad, I moved to working 60 hours a week because I was like, I'm gonna double down.
Yeah.
Like this, when other people are losing their jobs, like that means there's opportunity, and so I was like doubling down, working hella hard. And then I just kept burning out, and nothing came of it.
Yeah.
It was just the economy just sucked. And so, during that time, I was just like building this, having fun.
Okay, that's why.
I was just having fun, and I already had a presence on YouTube with my photography thing.
Mm-hmm.
So then I was like, I'll just start a fun YouTube channel.
Yeah.
And I did that, and then I started posting videos, and it was getting thousands of likes on YouTube. And then my son was like, you should be on TikTok. And so we moved over to TikTok, and it didn't trend well on TikTok. But then someone was like, do Twitch. And so I've been just, and it's all just been fun,
Yeah.
I'm like finding other people on Twitch. I'm like, what am I going to do here? Like, I don't want to be, get that good. Like I'm not trying to get that good, right? I just want to have fun.
Yeah.
And so I'm looking for people to play with, and then so basically on Twitch I'm finding people to play with.
Got you.
So
versus
they're streaming.
TikTok, you're probably just gonna find people that are just gonna watch.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And so then that got me interested in just streaming. And since I've been streaming, it's been kind of fun because like the engaging my children in it, engaging like my son and his friends because they just want to play video games. I'm like, okay, well, we can go play tennis for an hour. That's fine. We can go do this for whatever, but then at some point they're just playing video games. I'm like, okay, well, if you're gonna play video games, I want you to know like how to capitalize on it. You know?
Okay. Yeah, that's smart.
So for me, it's like, okay, all right, I don't know if I'm going to succeed, but I have the time. I've already built this thing, so let's capitalize on it.
Yeah.
And so I'm trying to come up with ideas of how I can do that. And DIY sim racing is just about, like do it yourself. Like, I'm a do it yourself guy. I like to build businesses, learn things, fix things, like, my oven breaks. It's like you can call a repair guy. It's gonna be $450 just to show up, right? Like, okay, fine. I'm gonna look it up, figure it out, and do it, and buy the $25 part, and spend 5 hours in the morning, and boom, it's done.
Yeah.
So yeah, kind of like this is the channel is just about learning, but yeah. So I guess that goes to whatever, like I can do this 4 hours a day or whatever. And you were saying like timing wise, right? Like I was looking up when to stream.
Oh yeah.
And it's like 6 to 10 is when people are at home.
They said yeah, that makes sense. That makes sense. keep in mind time zones.
Yeah.
Okay. What I'm getting at is I don't know how.
This is Bodhi.
Hey. What's up? Hey.
You're doing a little learning on Twitch and TikTok today.
I don't know how strict that time thing is.
Yeah.
Here's because of the fact that people are around the world with different time zones.
Okay.
Yeah.
But we're in the West Coast, so like, and just have to like, there's okay. So just pick a time.
Yeah,
that's convenient for me.
As long as you're consistent with
consistent.
it. Yeah, as long as it's time that works for you and you're consistent with it. Like that DJ, I think he came in starting at like 10 a.m.
Okay.
Because I would get to the office right around 10 a.m. in Pleasanton, and he'd be like pulling up as I'm getting there.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, so he'd start right around 10 a.m. and go for 4 hours. And even at that time, like I said, he had a lot of people going into his live from Russia and different parts of the globe that were gifted.
Right.
And on TikTok, really, that's all that matters. So I'm glad you kind of laid it out the way you did. Twitch, you're gonna find people to be a lot more interactive with you and play a game with you and things like that.
Right.
Versus TikTok, it's like people are just showing up like this and like entertainment.
Yeah.
Kind of deal.
Yeah.
So yeah. So but with that being said, you're gonna find people from around the world, and they're willing to increase your revenue.
Right.
Even though it takes a while with TikTok, because it's like I don't know if I sent you the thing, one of those emails that gives you the diamond breakdown. I think I did an initial email for the invite to the agency, but yeah, it's like I forget what it is, but it's like a certain amount of diamonds equals $100 in cash.
Yeah.
Something like that. But and I mentioned that because I know that's one of the things you really want to do is start making some revenue off of this stuff.
Mm-hmm.
With TikTok, it just takes time. It's one of those things. Advantages of joining an agency, or it's probably that one. I think you scroll all the way down.
Diamond calculator.
Oh yeah.
Tag comparison.
Well, yeah.
400 diamond is this is a comparison.
Yeah, to a different. And the only reason I was sending that out is because I was on this app called Tagged a Lot. I don't know if you ever heard of it. There's that. Oh yeah, actually, I don't know if it would be interesting to you or not. That's more of like a dating thing.
So basically, 400 diamonds. So basically, what does a comparison mean? Like, Tag is a different app other than TikTok?
Yeah.
Oh, I see.
So I put that.
So here, each diamond is worth 5 cents.
Yeah.
And it's 50% of total. Payout is 50% of that.
Yeah. TikTok.
So if you get, okay, so you split it with TikTok.
Yeah.
Payout would be $250. Okay, so 4,000 diamonds, 400,000 is $2K. You get 1,000. Agency adds.
And this is if you were part of the agency.
Agency adds extra 20%. I see. And so ideally, like, I'm gonna work on my Twitch stream, and then I'll just pitch to different agencies and see if someone will.
Yeah, and you really don't have to pitch to agencies. The agencies,
they'll find you.
They'll come to you. Oh yeah.
If I'm doing,
that's why they hired me. My job was to sit there all day and just like if you were on Twitch, I would go on the Twitch and like with the live streams and say, decide whether or not this person has potential to do it. Because at the end of the day, I'll tell you what, those agencies are actually really money hungry.
Mm-hmm.
So all they're looking for, can this person bring revenue to the agency? Yeah. That's all they're looking for.
Yeah. Yeah, so I mean, if it works out, like, even when you start your job, like, I can stream later in the day or whatever. Like,
yeah, because you prefer times like this, right, to stream?
Well, I mean, ideally, like, I would stream, like, 9 to 1.
9 a.m. to 1. Okay. Yeah.
Because the kids are gone, and, you know, and then if I need to do a photo shoot, I can go and do it in the afternoon.
Yeah, okay. That makes sense.
And then also it gives me the afternoon to edit clips and send stuff out and create TikToks and whatnot.
It makes sense.
So, like, I'll work in the morning, get a bunch of shit out in the afternoon, and then be done by 5.
Right.
But to get started, so basically,
yeah.
That would be a sample schedule.
Like, yeah, until the 13th of January, I'm available to even remotely, like, so once you go live, I can even join from home, kind of do into your live streams.
Yeah.
And like I was doing it,
I would just have you on my Discord. I'll just have my Discord up.
Gotcha.
You know what I mean? And then I don't know if you watch those podcasts, but there's always a off-camera dude. They always like,
Oh, like a moderator.
Yeah. There's always an off-camera dude that they're talking to, right? Like on a podcast. So.
Yeah. I can do that. Or do the same thing I was doing when I was at the agency, which is like go in and crap. I don't have any more.
No, I mean that's the thing. Like I'm trying to make it work, so I would give you the same thing. Like I'll give you a budget. I don't know what it's like. The gifts are like half a penny, right? Like they're not that much. Right?
Yeah,
like,
Twitch today.
If I gave you like $20, like that's enough to get something's going.
For right? TikTok, for TikTok. Now with Twitch, I can't remember. Is there a cash out value for gifts or anything like that?
So
I know YouTube doesn't have
anything. Let's ask the interwebulator. Let's see.
I can even look it up too.
Yeah. Let's see what it has to say. What is the payout from Twitch?
I have a feeling. Here's one thing. I just want to put out there. With YouTube and Twitch, I don't think, or I have not seen at least, companies that have products approach people who are content creators on YouTube and Twitch and say, hey, I want to give you this product for free, and on top of that, pay you if anything sells, basically video kind of thing.
I see.
I've only seen it on TikTok.
I see.
I'm thinking out loud here, but where my mind is going with this thing is, you have something massive you built here. It will take a bit of time to grow that TikTok following to like 1,000, I think, to get you to. Yeah, I want you to be able to take advantage of the opportunities of the e-commerce side and get approached, because it's a little tougher for you to approach the companies and say, hey,
So I mean, like, until I can hit 1,000 followers, I'm just gonna be. So like, currently the strategy is I'm gonna commit to a twitching schedule, which means that I will be making more TikToks, right?
Oh yeah, you could. Yeah,
so I'm just gonna just daily. I'm just gonna create TikTok content.
Yeah.
And then basically I'll clip stuff, I'll edit stuff, and then like I see some of the people who are doing really consistently. Like there's one dude who just posts. The only thing he posts is guess what track. And it's him driving. You don't even see him. Like you just see just the screen, and it just on screen says which track am I on, and it's him doing the track. And then people comment because people want to nerd out, and so he gets lots of people to comment that way. And so I'm looking for ways to like create short content that I can then grow the TikTok, and then once the TikTok grows, then I can participate in all that other stuff.
That does make sense, and I think you're right, because the young lady in North Dakota, before her following grew, if you go back to a lot of her if I scroll down on her page and go back to like a lot of her really old videos, they were all just videos of her doing what she does. Now that her following is up there, which is just reviewing cosmetic products.
Yeah.
And that's pretty much, you can tell that's how she started her TikTok. It's like a group following. But girls are easier to, like, when it comes to getting that type of audience kind of thing with cosmetic products and all that. There's so many girls out there doing the same thing.
So,
You should probably join some of these groups on Facebook, or let me see if I can find like a.
That's.
What would these be called? Not gaming.
Sim racing.
I'll just try that. Sim racing.
Are you looking on Facebook groups?
Yeah. Are you in any groups?
So let me see. I need to create a DIY Sim Racing Dad account for Facebook. Right now I don't have a Facebook presence for that. So I'd have to create another Facebook thing for that.
Another thing. Let's see. I don't know if you have to have a certain amount of followers to do this. Have you heard of TikTok Shop?
What is that?
It's like it's part of the e-commerce side, but it's a TikTok Shop. I don't know if you have to have a certain amount of followers to be able to. Oh, but that's if you have a product to sell. Sorry, I just saw that. Let's see here.
Okay, so I was kind of thinking like I want to do some calculating. It says earn money through subscriptions, bits, and donations. Payout structure is 50%. So if I go and look at somebody, they have 137,000 followers, but that doesn't mean anything.
100. How much?
So if this guy, Saxo Gaming, just the first guy that popped up on my thing here, he's currently streaming live, and he has 165 people watching. And if I look at his videos, he streams 3 hours, about three hours at a time, trucking, and he's getting somewhere between 2,000 to 4,000 views per stream.
Probably people in and out.
People in, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Total.
Yeah, so he's getting like a total of 2,000, but at a time there may be maybe 100 and something.
100.
Yeah.
100. Yeah.
And then some of them fade out, then other people fade in, and then other people fade out.
And if they watch an ad, then you get some revenue.
Yeah. Yeah.
And or if they subscribe to a membership, then you get half of that.
Yeah. So with you, I don't think you're. And of course, you know you want to be consistent with the content and everything. I don't think you are going to have any problem when it comes to content that's going to be attractive enough to make people want to subscribe. Like, wow, it's like the fact that you even built all this in a year, pretty much. Like, that's really impressive to people, to anyone. I'm not even in this world. And I'm like,
the hell?
Yeah. So, with that being said, those who are like more of your target audience, like gamers and things like that, you're going to have people that want to subscribe. It's just making sure that your content is consistent, and your timing, because people subscribe and they're expecting you to be on live at the same time.
All right, so let me just get through some of this stuff on my checklist here.
Yeah.
So I wanted to talk about the viewership estimates, which we just talked about, but there's no real answers right now. Like, I can't come to a hard and fast number yet.
Estimates?
Yeah, because like basically, if I wanted to get a sense of like if I spend 4 hours a day every day for the next 3 months just building this, 4 to 8 hours, because obviously 4 is sitting down, and then the other 4 is doing whatever it takes to run the thing.
Yeah.
And then if I do that for, what's my return at the end of that 3 months time?
Yeah, that's what it sucks about this whole. Like,
if I can get like 1,000 a week, that would be amazing.
Yeah, which is possible, but it's like.
Because if I can do 1,000 a week, I know I can do 2,000 a week. If I, you know what I mean, like.
Yeah.
If I can get to 1,000 a week, then.
If you keep doing whatever got you to 1,000, you're gonna get 2,000.
Yeah.
But it's kind of. It's hard to tell in the beginning. Mm-hmm. Here's why, because it's like you're kind of in the beginning you are, it sucks to say this, but you are kind of throwing spaghetti at the wall, kind of seeing what sticks.
Yeah.
Like what's working and what's capturing people, engaging, not just getting them into the live stream, but what's engaging them, meaning that I don't want just, it's cool to get people to come in and pop their head in and pop out kind of deal, but I don't want just that. I would want, if I'm going to do this, I'm talking live stream side, because I know there's the video posting side and the live stream side, but live stream side, what's going to engage them and make them want to stay.
Yeah.
Because TikTok, I don't know, I think Twitch and YouTube look at this stuff too. I don't know if YouTube is like, TikTok's a business for sure. Like, like when it comes to the live stream side, it's all business for the most part. Like everyone's out to make money. It's not really so much of a dating app. Like Tag's a dating app.
I see.
So people are on there to date and all that kind of thing and match. Whereas TikTok
is like a fake dating app, because like it's just women pretending like they're looking for boyfriends, but they're just getting views.
Tag.
Yeah.
Tag's real. Like
okay.
It's a real like dating app. People like.
That's so weird.
Yeah,
but you can live stream on a dating app.
Yeah. There. I can pull it up. It's. I'll put it like this: people are. It's considered a dating app, but people don't just date on there.
Yeah. Okay.
There are people who are like gamers and things like that live stream on it.
Yeah, I see.
But at its core,
yeah,
TikTok is a dating app. So most of the while you may find a gamer here, you may find a guy doing a Bible study there. You may find one of those Hebrew Israelites yelling at people on his live stream. You may find someone singing on their live stream.
Mm-hmm.
I actually met someone, beautiful girl, this is in Dallas, who she was playing the violin on her live. And you know how like you can join someone else's live? So when I saw it, I'm like, and this was at my house in Texas. Of course, I had my piano sitting up, kind of like how you had it. So I set my piano up. I set my camera up to get me on the piano, and I clicked join just to see if she let me in, and she let me in. And I'm like, hey, I know that song you're playing. Let's try to do it together.
Can you there's a lag though.
There's a little lag, yeah. Which sucks, but we still had fun.
Dude, hell yeah, that's awesome.
Or I've just I recently stopped drinking, but I've just seen people on live, like maybe there's a group of girls and they're like getting ready to go out.
Yeah.
And they're taking shots.
Yeah.
I'm getting ready to go out.
Yeah. Boom, let's do it. Yeah.
Yeah. So I'll just join in and I'm like, hey, y'all know what time it is? Shot o'clock. And they're like, ah! So we're, stuff like that.
Yeah. Do you mind if I ask you how old you are? Like,
I'll be 40 next month.
Oh wow, okay.
Yeah, 39. Getting old.
Yeah. So I mean, like, this new tech is crazy, man.
Yeah.
Like I grew up without cell phones, without pagers.
Those
like before, like with quarters and. Like
those were better days when we go outside,
call and collect and shit. Like and now I downloaded Chat Roulette, and I was talking to folks from around the world, and I was like listening to stories from Algeria and fucking China and Finland, and I was like, wow, this is opening my eye up to like, because I think for the most part I was kind of against technology.
Yeah.
Right? I'm like, I got into photography because I wanted to get away from computers. I was in graphic design. I was like, I want to go shoot film and work with my hands, not on, digital stuff. And then that went totally digital. And I was like, God damn it. And then, but there was enough to do, like to build stuff. And so I built computer systems and file systems, and that was really fun, digital photography. And then I had my own whatever. But anyway, today, like, it's like I knew, like, from the get-go when I started my photography business that it was done, because I saw all the photographers around me losing their jobs.
Yeah.
You know, and these were like big wig photographers that I was working for, and they weren't getting jobs. And I was like, oh, because you need to charge half that. So like, okay, I'm gonna start a business, charge half that, and then my business grew, right?
Yeah.
And then I was able to charge eventually the real amount. But now, same thing. So now it peaked, and so now the new crop of people are coming in, charging half of what I charge, right? And so I can't sustain it now.
Yeah.
So now I have to create something new, and this is like fascinating, because I was thinking actually of like for the photo business, I would just leave office hours, 8 hours a day, just have the cam on, just have the stream on.
Yeah.
Right? But for photography, there's not enough going on. So I can't even fill that amount of time with photography stuff.
Yeah. Unfortunately, unless you're taking pictures of nature and birds and squirrels.
No, I mean, if that's the other thing is like, if I shoot like half naked women, then I could have, a pretty long running content. Yeah, but that's not the lifestyle that I want.
Yeah.
I'm a dad. I'm here to support my like functioning family,
Yeah.
And I think like I see like boys are lost, they're online, and I want them to get better information.
Do you ever? I know Twitch is probably tougher to do it. Okay, let me just, because my mind goes many directions.
Yeah, that's good.
So let me just type this idea down real quick.
You want something to drink? Sparkling water?
Oh yes.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Choice of blood orange or strawberry sunset.
I don't have a preference. Whichever one you want, I'll take the other. Strawberry sunset.
There you go.
That sounds like a drink I used to have, a sunrise.
Yeah, right.
Facebook. So that's a thought I just had.
Yeah.
My ADD was kicking in. Yeah. So anyway. Two things. There are some other Facebook special interest groups that, like you said, you probably need to create your
Facebook account
for this specifically.
Yeah.
But there are some Facebook groups that I think you should join.
Yeah. So
that every time you go live,
and
you may want to actually include Facebook Live in your live stream. To go live on Facebook Live too. Because I think within Facebook you can automatically share in groups that you're already in. Like you can automatically share your live stream in those groups, which is great because the people are already there, in those groups. And especially if you are going to leave the latter hours of the day, like the 6 to 10 or whatever kind of thing, people are not doing anything anyway. Or they're sitting there waiting on a phone or something.
It'll be a slightly different audience too, and I'll just figure out. But Facebook is pretty old.
I'm glad you mentioned that, because that's what led me to that thought. When you were having this conversation just now about how the world has changed, our world has changed. The days when we used to have to go outside and get creative as kids and figure it out, like make stuff up, and we were using payphones, and we didn't have cell phones and all this technology to like quickly get this gratification and all that kind of thing. Times have changed now, and with that being said, as a dad with kids, you have to engage them in a different kind of way. It's not the same as what you were a kid. So you create something like this, and it's like it takes gaming to a whole other level. But it's showing your kids how to make money off of because
I want them to cut stuff physically with like a saw and like sweep the floor and use a vacuum and like. And this is just, if they here and there, but like for the most part, I have the tools and they see it and they understand that like there's a physical world and then you can interact with it. You know, like as much as I can, I'm trying to.
Yeah.
As much as they're interested in, you know.
But at least you're exposing them to it.
But it's here, and they can see it, and if they're interested, I'm there to show them.
You know? The reason I mention this is because if there are certain Facebook groups that if you join them and then you're live streaming and you're actually having conversations like this, you quickly pull them in because you have people that are in certain generations like me kind of deal that can get it and relate. Yeah. And it's like, oh yeah, I totally get it. And it's like before they may have came into the live just to check out what's going on here and then pop out.
But if we can have an interesting combo, it's good.
You pull them in. Yeah. So now you've got them engaged, and it messes with your algorithms because it's not just people. It's not just the numbers of people that are coming into your live.
They're actually
but it's the number of people that are interacting and staying.
On Facebook, it's the same thing. They just text in to chat, right? It's not like they can voice chat.
Yeah, they text in. Yeah. They text in and they can. It's the same thing. They can push a button to request to join your live, so. Which is always good if you have people that request to join. Like, let's say your conversation is getting so good in there that they're requesting to like get in and like it's too much for me to type. I have to just say it real quick and they want to come in. Yeah. And you allow them, like you just tell them in up front kind of deal. Like if you let them join, say hey, just before you say anything, I just want to say you have 2 minutes. And it's only because you have to get to something else after this and blah 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 blah. So you limit them because some people will, like, if you start a conversation, they can talk wherever. They'll just take over your live. You know, you have to keep control over your live. So let them come in. But the fact that you let them
shows on the radio, like you know, on the NPR or whatever, you know, like people call in and on the phones, and I know how they used to do it.
Yeah, you have to keep control because people will take over your thing and then. But
is there coffee upstairs?
No.
But the cool thing about that is if you allow the fact that you allow someone to come into your live, even if it's for 1 minute or two, kind of deal, that creates a connection and increases your engagement there too.
Okay.
Cool. Because now it's like it's like after they're done, you let them know, okay, hey man, it's great talking to you. Hey, before you go, make sure you subscribe. I want to talk to you again. That kind of thing. So now they're like, so you become not just a streamer, you become a friend or a cousin or a family member or something like that. So these people that are tuning in and they have a loyalty to you. And if they have a loyalty to you, they're going to come to your live before they go to anybody else's live. Right. And any gifts or any way they can support, they're going to support you before they support anything else. Yeah. And they're gonna be people that will follow you on other platforms. So you tell them straight up, hey, I'm trying to get my TikTok thing up. Anybody know how to help with that? Stuff like that. You're talking to cousins and family. Yeah. Because there's these strangers from Nigeria and from China and from other places, they're all tuning in Texas or wherever kind of deal. They're all tuning in, but they became not just viewers, and you're not just a content creator, but you're the cousin. Yeah. So now you've welcomed them into your world, and now you're in their world. So you have these little snippets of conversations that are deep and cool, but they're related to what you're doing and why you're doing it. But you're also doing the fun part, which is showing them what's happening here, or maybe you've got a new product that you're pulling out, kind of deal. Mm-hmm. But it's also consistent and around the same core of you being a DIY dad kind of deal. Yeah. But it's just different methods of engagement.
So that I think one of the issues that I will eventually run into, and this is kind of back. So I'll add the Facebook thing to the list of to-dos here.
Yeah, you have to play around with the wording on that
one. So when I'm streaming, then I have this like screen up, right? Basically, I'm gonna have my gaming screen up.
Right in the center? Oh, wow.
So, the whole thing. And then, so this is currently the feed, right?
Yeah.
There's a couple of different views that I have. Yeah.
Okay. Any people join in?
I don't. So it's like, where do I see how many people are in here? I can see it on this here.
There are people in it now.
Live. One viewer. That's just me.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh crap. Yeah. People can screen record, as you know. Yeah. So sometimes you gotta be careful with what you say. With how comfortable you get on the live streams.
Oh yeah.
Just record your name. Cool. So this is massive, by the way, as you already know. This is taking up the entire. I used to be deep into video games.
Yeah.
But this was years ago.
You want to try it?
Nah. I have an addictive personality, so I'll get it.
Yeah, me too.
It's like you can't stay off the game.
Oh man. But yeah, this is kind of why. But I spend more time, building stuff than driving, for sure. Because driving is actually like, you have to actually try and get good at it. Like, I'm not that great at it. Kinda. I mean, like, the pedals are vibrating.
And you're manual. This isn't.
Yeah. And if you put on the seatbelts, they tighten. Oh shoot! Crashed the car. So the seatbelts provide G-force simulation. So.
Have your kids actually came in here and played?
What's that?
Have your kids actually came in here and played?
Oh yeah. I get the neighbors' kids to come and play and stuff. But yeah.
It's almost like someone should be taking, like, not you just live streaming, but actually someone should be holding a camera and capturing the whole thing. Like.
Yeah. And that's what the TikToks are, That's why, like, the TikToks are just showing, like, other kids driving and stuff.
Ah, got you. Okay, I see what you mean. Yeah. So I think that's the only way if you can kind of see the whole setup.
Yeah.
The fact that the seatbelts are vibrating.
And then you have your your handbrake and stuff. Like the handbrake.
This is like driving a real car.
Yeah. So I'm just here practicing donuts.
This is crazy.
Practicing drifting, practicing donuts.
Talk about technology.
Turn off the wipers here. No, the button's not working. The button's not working for the wipers. Lights. You can see the lights go on.
This is crazy.
It's fun. Yeah, and then you gotta tune. So then you have to tune all the vibrators. So all the vibrators are tuned here on this thing, and so you can see I have motors mounted for front left foot, front right foot, the seat. So when each wheel, when you lose traction on each wheel, you can feel different wheels. Currently, my wind sim is not working. Yeah, there's a wind sim, so basically it's not currently working. But the faster you go, the faster it blows. So you get a sensation like blowing your hair of like how fast you're going.
But you really should give, like how you're explaining it right now and showing it, like you really should have one of them.
Record it.
When you have free time, just record it from this angle.
Yeah.
And then just tell them, like, hey, cut right there.
Yeah.
And then tell them, hey, you see I was talking about the wind thing? Just get a quick snippet of that. Do you edit video too?
I mean, here's the live feed. So, like, basically, you can just hold that, and I can just talk into it. But
I can even do that.
That's what this is.
I know it. So with YouTube, I think you can save your live streams. Is that?
Yeah, these are saved, and then I can clip them later. So that's what I do later.
Cool. And then, but you can't do that with TikTok, unfortunately.
Well, you just send it to TikTok after. Let me just check the stream. Oh yeah, so that's your camera right there. Yeah. Yeah.
There's a noise. Do you hear that?
Yeah.
Can you turn that off, please? Thank you.
I can turn the shakers off. As much shaking. Turn the belts off. I'm not making that noise. The wind's not working anyways.
What is that?
So here are all my, like, the things that I have plugged in that I need to turn on and off individually.
Gotcha.
So the wind simulator isn't currently working, so I just turned it off anyway. Wife just came down and said there's a noise. Can you turn that off? That was the shakers.
Yeah.
So I just turned off the shakers so it doesn't vibrate anymore. And then she was saying this sounds too loud. So
Is that the windshield wiper?
Oh yeah, here's the windshield wiper. So I have
I think that's what it was.
The volume.
Boom, boom, because of the bass of it.
Yeah.
Boom.
Yeah. This windshield wiper.
Yeah.
Turn that off. And yeah, generally when I'm playing I have my headphones in too. So I just but right now I don't. Yeah. Turn off the belts because there's a fan sound. Yeah. Anyway.
Well, okay, so I can do this.
Yeah.
So that's something we can plan on doing. Like,
yeah, or I could just have. I mean, the thing is, I'm gonna, as I'm here and as I learn what I need, I'll add to it because I'm probably gonna add a foot cam. I'm probably gonna add another camera up there, or something. I'll add another camera like back here or something. Just one that.
Tripod, so I think this one.
Because that one's like my POV cam. So when I'm driving, I wear this.
Yeah.
And so you can see what I'm seeing. And then, so if I wanted to, I could make this the main screen, and then that'll look like I'm actually driving.
Got you.
Yeah. But let's see. So right now I have like my followers up here. Like how I have a follower goal.
Yeah.
Like what other ones?
Is that for Twitch specifically or?
That one, okay. So cause basically it goes to this app,
The Streamlabs, right?
Yeah, Streamlabs app.
Yeah, cause I'm like, how are they gauging that bar? Is it just off of one platform, or is
so
it
let me go to Streamlabs and I'll be able to tell you how. Let's see, where's my Streamlabs desktop? Shoot. Open dashboard. Here it is. Okay. And widgets. Alert boxes. It was the follower goal, right? So it's gonna be alert boxes. Followers. Here it is. So this one. And so this is where you set up what you want it to. Okay, Twitch follows.
Yeah,
Twitch follows.
Looks like it's all Twitch.
So but right then you
26% towards your goal.
Well, where do I set
I see 26%.
Yeah.
Oh, you're saying you're go down here?
Well, okay, so yeah, this is the box. I think this is the box that's showing. So let me just show this. Huh? No. Hold on. Preview. Oh, okay. No. This is a follower. Okay, wait, hold on. So, where's my goals? My alert box, chat box, panel maker, widgets. Follower. Here it is. Follower goal. Okay, so this is this bar.
27%.
So I made it in this application.
And is that so 7 days to go?
And so it
Golden's 100.
Yeah. And
27 followers.
oh, it's set to Twitch. That's what it is.
Okay.
Set to Twitch. Set to Twitch. So I can set it to. I'm not even logged into Facebook, but I guess it doesn't have. But I mean, that's not necessarily that important. It's just like I want to point to it and tell people about it.
Oh, it pops up on their side too.
Yeah, so this is because this is they're viewing. So I guess one of the things that I wanted was I want a couple of things to engage people.
Yeah.
Like one is like followers, subscribers, gifts.
Yeah.
Like something that I can talk about and tell them to do.
Yeah.
So, aside from follow me, like, what should I be adding?
Twitch, it's...
Because it's, basically, this is going to be simulcast to everything else.
Facebook.
So, yeah. So just
YouTube
think like,
Twitch.
yeah. So then, once it simulcasts over there, strategically, do I not want to have that, or like...
The followers, maybe so. Here's my thought behind everything. Your ultimate goal right now, because I think your goal is going to change as you casually, as you reach certain points. Right. So, for example, right now, it seems like your goal is to just grow the following.
Yeah.
Because the following is going to, once you grow to a certain amount of a following, then you have the ability to live stream on TikTok. You have the ability to start doing like the e-commerce side of things and start, doing some of the e-commerce stuff. And then once you open those stores, then you have the ability to start generating some revenue. But right now, it seems like you just need to increase the volume. So to make that happen, then you need the people that are coming in review to share. So you don't really need gifts are cool, I guess. I don't know. I can't remember if TikTok even, not TikTok, Twitch even does gifts, because people there are more.
Twitch has gifts and stuff. There's gifts and people mostly like you're trying to get subscriptions, right? So they don't have to watch ads. So if someone subscribes to you for 3 months or whatever, you get half that amount. And then if they're already subscribed, they can give you gifts. Or even if they're not subscribed, they can give you gifts.
So you need people to subscribe.
I think, yeah, the goal is definitely subscribe.
Share. Can you see if people share your live stream?
Do they share it on Twitch much? People like
Facebook definitely shares.
Facebook, yeah.
And then YouTube can be shared.
Yeah.
I'm not sure if Twitch can. I can look that up though.
I mean, partly. Sometimes it's like spread so much spaghetti. Like, eventually we're gonna have to figure out what we need to focus on.
Yeah, cause if your ultimate goals are to, well, you said one of your goals you don't want to just play this thing alone. You want to actually do it with people. Yeah. That's where Twitch comes in, I think. Yeah. From what it sounds like. Now, the other side is, I know previous conversation you mentioned, you do eventually want to try to generate revenue on this, and you want to start getting some e-commerce partnerships and things like that, to where you're reviewing products, you're getting products sent to you, you're making money off of people purchasing the product that you review and all that kind of thing. So with that, that's where TikTok, Facebook, and YouTube are going to be more important. TikTok first, and then probably Facebook and YouTube just as equal. Twitch is more of the fun side, just having people to engage and hang out with. There may be more. I made a note to myself to do a bit more research on Twitch, like how to generate revenue on Twitch. And that's exactly what I put in my note there: how to generate revenue on Twitch. And for me to get a better understanding of that, because I don't understand the Twitch revenue side. Like most of the people that I've brought from Twitch are people that like a skateboarder. Like